So I want to welcome you to our salad bar in a jar workshop. In the next less than 30 minutes, you will find a super fun way to be able to prep healthy meals that are not only delicious, but beautiful. Now, but first, if we haven't met, my name is Denise Jelinek. I'm a personal trainer. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my two boys, they're 10 and 13, and my husband. And I've been teaching people one simple change or many simple changes to make drastic health improvements with the Juice Plus Company for about 12 years now. Now, for the last 3 to 4 years, though, I've been running these Shred 10 lifestyle groups with my personal training clients and with other people, and that's 10 days, 10 guidelines that will totally jumpstart your health. So please comment below where you're watching from. We want to make sure that we give a big shout out. And if you're watching the replay, just write replay in the comments. Also, if you think this is a pretty cool idea, tag your friends in our comments so that they can also get an opportunity to watch this quick, simple tip. So, without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to need are 32-ounce mason jars. I like the wide mouth because it's easier to pour things out. I'm only making 2, but usually when we are live, face-to-face with our people in our salad bar in a jar making parties, we make 6, and those will last 7 days. Can you believe that? You'll prep 6 meals that'll last 7 days. Amazing. Okay, so the first thing that you'll need are your jars, and then we're going to take any dressing that you like. I picked one that both my boys like because I'm making them lunch today. You'll cover the bottom so it's about 1/2 inch, and that's about 2 tablespoons. People ask me all the time, Denise, what's the best concoction? You know, what's the best mix? And the truth is it doesn't really matter. You put in whatever you like. So, okay, so once you have your dressing in, the next thing we need to do is to put hard vegetables in, because we don't want like more softer vegetables like peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers to be touching the dressing because they get kind of mushy. So instead, we're going to start with things like cruciferous vegetables or root vegetables. And the vegetables that I'll be using today are red cabbage, green cabbage, and carrots. So those are my hard vegetables. And I want that to cover the bottom. Now this is also the time when I would go ahead and put in my nuts so that they can marinate as well. So this way, none of the dressing is being touched by any of the softer vegetables. So I make sure that that's covered. And it doesn't really matter how much of anything that you put in, but I will tell you what we find best is if you look on the mason jar, there's about a 1.5 cup mark. So I really recommend that you fill your jar with your toppings, if you will, to the 1.5 mark, and then you can put your greens in. So next, we're going to go with our soft veggies. And the softer veggies today that I'm using are just peppers, red and yellow peppers. And the reason why is because that was what was in my fridge today. You can add tomatoes, you can add green cucumbers, it doesn't really matter. Now the other thing that I'm going to add is some tangerines. My boys like tangerines. You could also add cranberries, you could add grapes, you could add cut up apples, you can add any sort of fruit that you like, but they tend to really like these tangerines. All right, now you can also add olives, like I already said, cranberries, nuts, seeds, sunflower seeds, anything like that. Now, once you get about to the 1.5 mark, then you can add some protein if you like. Now, I have one son who doesn't like meat so much, so I might add like edamame or beans if I want to add a protein. Protein is totally optional, but my other son is super into chicken, so I'll go ahead and put some chicken in there for him. Okay, now I do want to remind you that if you are using a protein, I really recommend that you eat those jars in the first 3 days, because I think sometimes whether you're using an egg or beans or something else, it can get a little sketchy after 3 days. Now, that's totally personal experience only. Nobody wrote that down anywhere. Okay, after you get that, the last thing that we're going to do is to put some greens in. Now, if I were making this for myself, I would use mixed greens, but it's not for me. I'm making it for my children to have at lunch. You could also use kale, and we're just going to use some romaine because they like romaine, and that is cool with me. So we'll put some romaine in here and fill it up. How much you put in is totally up to you. We usually fill the jar all the way to the top. The coolest part is, like I said, they will last 7 days. And all you have to do to seal them is to put those darn mason jar lids on that are just so amazing and seal them up. Now, they're beautiful and they'll last in your fridge for 7 days. Okay. Another cool thing and another little tip is that some people do eat them out of the jar, but I don't recommend that. When you go to eat it, you'll tip it over, put it in your bowl. The idea is that the dressing doesn't also get on the lettuce, so your lettuce will stay really crisp. Isn't that amazing? It is so awesome. So if you love this idea and you know somebody else who would love this idea, please tag them in the comments. Oh my gosh. And let me know what your favorite meal prep tip is as well. And if I don't get back to you during this recording, I'll definitely make sure that I get back to you within the next 24 hours. Now, you obviously know that your health is so related to your nutrition, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But I have to guess there might be somebody in your life who doesn't have the best nutrition. So I'd like for you to put their name in the comments. Like, who do you mostly worry about in your family who doesn't have the best nutrition? I won't tell them at all that you told me all about it. Now, wouldn't it be great if we could skip all of this chopping, all of this washing, all of this prep, and put a salad bar in a capsule so that everybody, even people who don't like salads, even those people that you worry about, everybody can get this nutrition every single day? Wouldn't you agree that would be great? Well, actually, there is a company who has done that, and it's called the Juice Plus Company. They put 30 fruits and vegetables in and dehydrated them, taking the water and sugar out, put them in capsules, oh my gosh, or even chewables. So even our little people can get them every single day. Now, if you give me about 90 seconds, I would like to teach you a little bit more about this amazing product.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, we can't hear it. Hold the phone. We're going to restart our video.
That's an option. Now we have our complete smoothie that takes maybe 5 minutes to make in the morning, and it's nutritional to go. And now we have the bars, which is even better. And the tower garden, where I can eat my fruits and vegetables off my patio, fresh. I use everything that belongs to Juice Plus. I love the trio, the orchard, garden, and vineyard capsules, because that's my insurance policy. I have 2 smoothies every single day, and to the smoothies I add my trio blend of vineyard and garden and orchard. I use gummies for a healthy snack, and I have a tower garden so I can grow good health on my dome as well. Whether you love Juice Plus, whether you love tower gardens, whether you love complete, you have something for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or if you're 99. Your body knows good stuff. Juice Plus surpasses that.
It goes beyond just the capsules or beyond the chewables. It goes beyond complete. It really has to do with what kind of food are you eating.
And discovering what does health mean to me.
The Juice Plus products are just a doorway to people creating a healthier lifestyle
And making it easy for people to get on the road to healthier living.
Oh, thanks for watching that. Now it's really exciting. I've got a pharmacist on that I want to share her story as well. She's been a pharmacist for 25 years, and 5 years ago she heard about the Juice Plus Company and this amazing nutrition, and I'd like for her to share her story. So Lydia?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so as Denise was saying, my name is Lydia. I've been a pharmacist for about 25 years. I am a wife, a mom of 3 fantastic kiddos. I work in a rehabilitation hospital in the western suburbs. And really, it was 2 things that changed the way I think about health. First of all, I was 10 years into my career as a pharmacist, and I was already starting to notice trends. Longer allergy lists, longer medication lists, more sickness. And then the second thing was my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2006. And I was scared. I was scared for her, for me, for my kids. I went into research mode because that's what I do. And I went to all these brain health seminars, and continuing ed seminars always had to do with brain health. But the interesting thing was, it was always mixed in with some type of nutrition. You couldn't do one without the other. You always got the brain health with nutrition. And that was really the first time I learned that food is medicine. I learned about plant compounds and what a protective effect they have in the body. So as a result, we all started eating healthier. Fast forward to 2015, when I first met Juice Plus, I went to a nutrition seminar given by Dr. Saran from Edward Hospital. And he was talking about raw encapsulated produce with research that was published in medical journals. I was wowed. But, you know, the skeptic in me said, check it out, check it out. That's my pharmacist brain. I also know that supplements are, you know, they're fraught with claims, and they're not really regulated. But it was the research that really, really spoke to me. I already knew the power of plants, but it was the research. So needless to say, I started taking it. I gave it to my mom, gave it to my son, Christian, who was on a children's health study for 4 years. And it took my health to a whole new level. My cat allergies disappeared, not overnight, of course, took a while. My autoimmune Hashimoto's, I don't take any thyroid supplements anymore because my thyroid levels are normal. Again, that took a while. Just more energy and more vitality than I ever had in my 30s. So, but sadly, you know, it was my mom, you know, we found Juice Plus towards the end of her life. And I wish that we would have found it earlier. The disease process starts way before the symptoms ever come. You know, the inflammation, the oxidative stress, which is actually the basis of almost every chronic disease out there. And how beautiful is it that, you know, Juice Plus addresses those mechanisms really nice. So I like to think that my mom gifted me with Juice Plus. Well, thank you for listening.
Oh, thank you so much, Lydia. You know, I am all about simple. And the one thing that attracted me to the Juice Plus research, to Juice Plus was the research. I do want to tell you that. When I say simple, I also mean frugal. And I don't like to waste my money on things that I don't know if they're going to work. So I've already told you about 2 simple, very economical ways that you can improve your health. One is with our salad bar in a jar. One is with our Juice Plus. But I also want to tell you about our Complete. If you like healthy fast food, we also have these awesome Complete bars and the Complete shake mix. And I'd like to tell you a little bit more about that in the next 90-second video. Now, as you're listening, I want you to be thinking and comment below, when is it that you most need healthy fast food? Like, what is that challenging time of the day for you? So while you're watching this video, it's only 90 seconds, so be quick. Please comment below on if you need healthy fast food the best and the most convenient.
I was a secret in the closet breakfast skipper. And when I started Juice Plus, I began to take the shakes for breakfast, and that was just a huge solution.
We used to have donuts and coffee, and that's it, or colorful cereals. Now we have a smoothie for breakfast.
I was already on Juice Plus products, but I wasn't a complete drinker, and I just start drinking 2 shakes a day. That was my one simple change, was to add that shake to my day, and it's changed my entire life.
We know that anytime you put good stuff in your body, you're going to see some positive changes.
The Complete smoothie powder was the answer and the solution for me to begin to have a delicious, nutritious breakfast on the go.
It's easy, good nutrition. I feel great about it. You know, giving my kids breakfast if we're in a hurry, it's perfect.
I think that the way that you start your day really affects how you end your day, and there's no better way to start your day than with fruits and vegetables.
Concentrated fruits and vegetables, how convenient is that? It's the easiest thing, most simple way to really change your lifestyle and your diet.
You know, our company, we're not all about just Juice Plus. We're all about inspiring healthy living around the world.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Now, if you use the complete, I want you to put in the comments when you like to use it. Is it breakfast? Is it an afternoon pick-me-up? Is it an after-dinner snack? So please comment so that we do know. Now, before I wrap up, I have one more friend who is a former massage therapist, and I want you to listen to her journey of health and just the highlights that are so beautiful, especially with her fertility story. I can relate so much to that. So Kerry, if you'd like to make yourself big and share your story.
Thanks, Denise. So yes, my name is Kerry Napkin, and I am a qualifying national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. My journey started 18 years ago. I was newly diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and I was also newly married. Juice Plus made sense to me, but I also was taking a handful of vitamins that I was buying from my parents. So it was difficult to make the transition, but once I read the research, I had to do what was best for my husband and I. I was only 31, but sadly, I didn't have the energy that I used to have. I didn't like to work out like I used to, and we were, like Denise mentioned, we were struggling with fertility. Now, the woman that told me about Juice Plus didn't say I was getting on a fertility drug, but the things that she taught me was part of the healthy living revolution, which were eating better, reducing processed foods, reducing high fructose corn syrups and food dyes. And in essence, I was eating a fertility diet alongside taking Juice Plus and doing the smoothies. So we were able to conceive and have babies. I became a mom at 34, 35, 37, and 39. And I have three, my babies are in, can't see them, but they're in a picture behind me. And when that happened and I became a mom, I realized that other moms were also struggling to get their kids to eat better. I was giving the chewables and sprinkling the capsules in my baby's food, and they were healthy and strong, and I had one less thing to worry about when I was raising them. So I started to share this with other moms, and it has just become a passion of mine. I retired from massage therapy in 2008, and this has just been my mission ever since. And it's just a blessing to be able to help a mom who's struggling and be able to gift them with Juice Plus. So I'm forever grateful. I will always take Juice Plus. I will always share Juice Plus. And I just know that, you know, fruits and vegetables, they just never, ever go out of style and are so important.
Oh, thank you so much, Kerry. Oh, well, we just really appreciate everybody joining us. Now, listen, I want to tell you about a free offer, so stay tuned to the end. We only have a few more minutes. So I want to tell you about a couple options before we totally wrap up that you have for yourself. You can say, thank you, Denise. This was so fantastic. I am definitely going to make my salad bar in a jars. I just love this. Or maybe you want to contact the person who invited you and learn more about our lifestyle program, the Shred 10, which is the 10-day jumpstart program to, you know, exactly that lifestyle that Kerry told you about, that she lives every single day now. But we do support you and lock arms with you so that you don't have to do any of that on your own. And there is no cost to that. We also have a ton of free resources and cookbooks, so definitely let the person who invited you know about that. Now, the second option is you might say, oh my gosh, thanks Lydia, thanks Kerry, this totally makes sense to me. I want to add Juice Plus to my life. So in that case, give us a big thumbs up. Wow, this makes sense to you, which I have to tell you, you're smarter than me. It took me 1 year before Juice Plus made sense to me because I was just too cool. So you can add Juice Plus to your life, whether you add the capsules or the complete or maybe some bars. And I want to tell you that if you have a child between the ages of 4 and 18 or any full-time college student, you get your Juice Plus free. Can you believe that? And also, if you're watching this during the summer of 2020, you also get complete free with your child's pre-order. So definitely get all those details. I won't go into those from the person who invited you here. Now, option number 3 is you may be thinking of a couple people who totally need to hear this message. Or you might say, this sounds like a lot of fun. I want to do a little bit more of this. Now, in that case, you might want to do option 3, which is exactly what I did, what Kerry did, and what Lydia did. And we have joined the Juice Plus mission, and we share this with people. And again, this would make sense to you if you had some names of people that you love running through your heart. Okay, now I definitely want to give you that very free offer. And if you would like, have a free sample for yourself or even a friend of our complete bars or our complete shakes, you get 2 of each. I want you to take a picture of yourself with your salad bar in a jar and send it to the person who sent you this video. Now, if you're watching it on Facebook Live, well, then you just post it there. And if somebody sent you the recording of this, then make sure they know they owe you something after you take a picture of yourself with your jar and say, give me my free stuff. So we so appreciate you coming here, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to inspire healthy living around the world.